to Simon NoChan. I think my computer is having trouble because I'm going to lag. But hello, Vince Vimon. Hello, Peppo. Hello, Night Riders Girl. Nice to see you. Glad you could make it. Sorry, I can't make it any later, or I could probably make it later or earlier. At some point in the future, a new YouTuber, currently an Instagrammer, will be possibly one of my guests, and she is from Alberta in Canada. And so I will be getting up very early, and the broadcast will be probably at 10 p.m. one of her evenings. So that's that. And for the moment, I've just done some Christmas goodie shopping. Because I'm not going to be able to get. Oh, I'm very pink. This is green screen. It's supposed to be flesh coloured. Come on.
Maak u geen zorgen. Betaal met Mastercard Gold.
Oh, what's that? It's an advert. Play with Mastercard Gold. No, don't. Go away. Bugger off. Skip ad. Right. Okay. Yes. Christmas goodies. Because I can't get to England for Christmas. So I thought I'd bring a little bit of England to me, and that consists mostly of things like mince pies and British cider and very, very rich, heavy cake, sort of Christmassy cake, and things like that. And I drove specially this morning to go and get all that because I'm going to have to stay here in Belgium, and Belgians celebrate Christmas too, and they have very, very sort of rich food and stuff, but it's not quite English. Oh, England is always better when you're not. Yes, exactly. Yes, it tends to do that. Why is this making... I still haven't figured out why I've got an echo here. I can hear myself talking. But yes, it was a bit of a dull week. Nothing much happened. And as from next Tuesday, I shall be carless. So for possibly 2 months, as I wait for my driving license to be changed from British to Belgian. So my work and myself have been taking most opportunities to use the existing driver's license, and that's why I went to go and get the goodies today, because if I didn't do it today, I'm not cycling. It would have taken me goodness knows how long, half a day to cycle there. You don't hear it. No, it's just me. It's driving me insane. I've been looking up YouTube videos about it because apparently this app that I'm using to make my voice sound very good and like not get room noise and all that business. It feeds into the microphone and into the computer and round, and you sometimes get a loop and it comes back into the earphones, and there's a slight delay. You don't hear it. I've listened to my replays and it sounds great. He said modestly, but here it's like I can hear my voice speaking and coming back to me into my headphones as well. What will he be doing at work without my license? It's a good question. One of the propositions was one of my sister-in-laws who works there maybe called in to be the chauffeur. So if they need stuff delivered, she would drive the van and I would do all the heavy lifting sort of thing. At the moment it's just me that does the heavy lifting. I drive the van and then load the tiles out for the customer. And so on. that's one proposition. The other proposition is don't know really. Possibly not working as many days of the week. Manual labour, yeah. My whole work consists mostly of manual labour. Well, entirely actually. There was like a few months when I started 25 years ago, where they set me on the computer, entering stock and stuff. But it was so busy back then in the yard. They said no, stop that. Go back and work in the yard, and where I've been for the past 25 years.
Maltesers.
Well, I will be able to drive the forklift. I mean, theoretically, you're supposed to have a forklift license, but I never had one when I started, and they just said, drive that. I went, okay, never driven a forklift before. The wheels turn at the back, and things go up and down, and I'm trying not to smash things with the forks. And more or less got it sorted after 25 years. But yeah, I should be able to drive it. But nobody's come and checked to see whether I've got a certificate. That's it, a certificate. You don't have a license, you have to have a certificate. Brain problems. Pardon? Constant. Oh, right. I'm a web designer, so my lifelong is fixing issues. Constant issues. Brain problems. Well, I have that. I noticed when I drink and I do my live streams that I don't know whether you notice it. I notice it sort of during and after when I watch the replays that my speech is slightly slurred. If you had to chuck bricks, you would die. Well, it keeps me fit, in more or less. It's normal. What? Slurred speech on Simon NoChaNoMa. If I have I don't have a certificate, but I can. There's lots of things I can do without a certificate. Certified. Am I certified? Do I need to be certified to do this? Yes. You're drunker than me. Oh, that's true. Yes. Oh, so guys, yes, it's going to be one of those stream of consciousness things again. The title of the advert, what's it called? I can't remember the title of the advert. It was a name. It was a name for somebody who is mad in Japan. Because I was feeling a bit crazy. You're sleep deprived but sober. I'm both sleep deprived and having had 2 glasses of wine. Certified forklifter. But yes, taburebito, not hito, bito. Taburebito was only a term used in medieval Japan for people who were perhaps sort of behaving oddly in relation to social rules. But it all depended on the context. If the person was behaving oddly in a sacred place and saying that they were having a spiritual experience, then it was taburebito was bito was considered okay. But if they were doing it and it was clear that they were nuts or going against the social rules, then it was a pejorative term. So it depends on the context how mad I am. Taburebito. Do I have anything good to share? Yes, and I was also reading about the context the sort of philosophical and religious context, there's a term known as hare, and the other one was ke. Ke is bad, hare is good. I keep getting adverts on this. I may have to change my... Why am I getting adverts? Positive mood jazz. That's not the one I usually have. Excuse me. No, I'll go back to that one. That one doesn't have adverts. Right, there we go. Gaijin, then. Like foreigner. Or is that Gaijin? Gaijin. Kaching. Oh, did you see that tweet? Twitter, sort of, I don't really look at it, but there was an interesting tweet. Some Swedish company or something, or Danish company, I'm not sure, has invented a chip that you can go in your arm, and it's like a corona pass, but it goes in your arm. So you just like put your arm against to show that you've been vaccinated. It's all very dodgy. Mine's on a bit of paper on my kitchen table with a bit of plastic round it to stop it, to make it last a bit longer. My Corona pass, I mean. Occasionally I have to use it when I go and get my coffee and chocolates. She said, "Have you got your Corona pass?" And I was in there regularly, showed my Corona pass. Why I have to show it continually, I don't know. But it's the same person. They recognise me. In Skippies, they don't bother anymore. They know who I am. And I did have a rather delicious meal. Peppo's heard about it. I had roasted sweet potato, sun-dried tomatoes, pine seeds, and then sort of various bits of lettuce and whatnot, and a nice dressing, and feta cheese. That was my salad, and I had one of Eddie's rather delicious cottage pies, freshly made, and then of course a large glass of wine. Yes. Oh, you've got a card. We can have an app where you sort of like show your pass on your smartphone, but in order to get that, you have to know your identity card PIN number, which I've forgotten, to activate all that. So I had to do it the snail mail way and ask them to send me a paper copy. With some nurses' written dates. So I went out with this nurse and she was safe. So she can confirm. Hello, not that much. You've not missed that much. It's Peppo. Are you still here, Peppo? Now that you've got no job to do. Relaying comments. Oh, you're still here. Yes, good. Yes, also next week, possibly, depending on the weather, because it's miserable at the moment here, sort of grey and cold. My oldest son said he would maybe go with me for a walk, and we'd take you along. He'd take his phone and do what Peppo does and relay your comments to me, and I would use my app and live stream from a nice countryside walk, Christmas walk in Belgium somewhere. Well, that may happen. You'd rather have a date with a nice nurse, wouldn't we all? Cheers, yes. Kampai. You missed the bit where I explained about sort of the Japanese concept of divine madness, what was permissible and not permissible. That psychiatric conditions 1,000 years ago could have been seen as beneficial in the right context, but more often than not were not. Now, possibly one of the reasons why I am lagging is I have a video set up here to play playlist on this screen and start play and go to this screen, go to chroma key, and yeah. This just looks rather nice, but I think it's originally in 4K, which is what's making this. Let's go for a nice sunny walk. And I mean, if I turn my camera, you can see why it's not particularly nice and sunny out there. Very grey. Look, factory buildings and a railway line. Let's go back to the nice walk. And I've got to click that. There we are. Lots of clicking going on. No, I can't see you. All right, Christmas family gathering. Oh, that'll be nice. Yes, I've got my sons coming on the Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. They're having they're with their mother's family, that side. Drew's tour of Ueno. He's on daily, practically. Does he do any work? I wonder. Not going outside. The F's are minus. Yes. Oh God. No, I thought it was cold here, but it was like 9 degrees. I bought a thick jacket and I've got sort of thermals on under my trousers, and then I go to work and it's just too warm. Is your child still of an age where they get up excitedly for Christmas and go and see what Father Christmas has brought? That's all long gone now in our family. My sons know what they're getting well in advance, and sometimes they don't even know what they want, and they're just like not bothered. So it's not quite what it used to be. Oh, she's emo, so she oh, Father Christmas. 3 weeks off, Drew. 3 weeks. It'd be like Mrs. Drew must never see him. Where are you going? I'm doing YouTube. Ammon, as in Ammon-Ra. Okay. Or is it Amon? Potato, tomato, tomato. Emo, Ammon. Yeah, pity Alas is not here. I could explain to her the wonderful things that I saw in this. I went to get these Christmas goodies from a British supermarket outside of Brussels. Stone Manor, it was called. It was rather nice, actually. It was in a little sort of outside of a little village, and there was a sort of 16th century sort of farmhouse across the way from it. But inside, it looked rather common. It did just look like a bog standard British supermarket, and then one that hadn't got the top brands, or not all the top brands, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But I did find things that you normally don't find on the shelves in Belgian supermarkets. They had mostly beer and biscuits and a small section of frozen goods, which I didn't get because driving in an hour with a frozen turkey is not the best idea. Ah, right. So yeah. So when Mrs. Drew is working, he's filming. All right. Kids, right? Yes. Oh, luckily my sons just like to be called by their names, regular names. But yes, I shall have to post in Discord some pictures so that Alas would be able to relate. Sort of McVitie's dark chocolate digestive biscuits, Lyle's golden syrup. What else have I got? Mince pies. Oh yes, got some mince pies. Bird's custard powder. Oh, very sort of nice. And HP sauce. Yes. From the country that puts malt vinegar on its French fries. This is a rather nice background. It's making me all nostalgic. I saw slightly similar scenery to where I walked once in a village outside of Kyoto. The mountains weren't quite as sort of perpendicular as these, but it was still quite nice. Sometimes, yes, I can if you look carefully. Oh, can you get them? You mean in Holland or in Belgium? Used to be able to get. There was a sort of very tiny British section in one of the supermarkets in the shopping centre here, and it just got tinier and tinier. But at one time, Euros used to get things like Marmite and stuff like that. Oh yes, and congratulations on your new government, Peppo. And commiserations on your impending lockdown. I did think one idea I had was perhaps going to Maastricht again, but it keeps getting shoved back further and further. Although, do you follow Tomo, the artist? The Japanese chap who was on the show a couple of times. I follow him on Instagram, and in his stories, he's always like popping up all over the place in Germany and in France. So he seems unrestricted in his movements. Same puppets. Oh, you mean the Dutch government? Right, okay. Oh dear, we got an advert. Oh, it's gone. McVitie's. Night Rider's Gal. McVitie's is a British biscuit brand. Have you heard of digestive biscuits? Sort of like a wheatmeal biscuit. They're sort of renowned for that. Perhaps if I can Google it and show a picture. Digestive copy picture. So save picture. Call it biscuits, bickies. Okay, saved as bickies. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Where are we? StreamYard. How can I do this when it can? Oh, I'll go here. Alright. Choose this. Choose this. This is me multitasking. Okay. Yes. Open. Why is it not? Show. Come on. Show. Oh, it doesn't like it. Wait. Wait until the program responds. Oh dear. I shouldn't have done that. The computer doesn't like it. It's my 6 gigabytes of RAM. Not. Wonder what happens if I close the program. Will I disappear? If I disappear, it's all because of biscuits. Yes, I disappeared. Oh dear. Perhaps you can still hear me. There's just, like, I'm not quite sure. I may have just frozen or something. I'll be with you shortly. Talk amongst yourselves. Come on, start, you damn thing. Okay. Right, I may be back. Oh, I'm back, but it's all dark. Oh no, that's why. Oh, the end. It was the end of the video. Now I'm back. Perhaps I can share screen. What can I share? Slides. What's a slide? You have no slide from my computer. Upload a file. Okay. Let's see if this will do it. It was all for your biscuits. It's not there. Hang on. Biscuits. No, where's it gone? You're probably telling me no worries. Look it up. Yes, probably. Probably might be better. I don't know where it is. Oh dear. Never mind. Close that. Let's go back here. Get rid of that. Who's that? What's happening? Oh, frame of travel. He's on Twitch. Hey, Dibble. I've just been trying to show Night Rider's Skull a packet of biscuits, McVitie's digestives. That's the level of excitement that we're at the moment. Time for a new computer. That's more expense. Solid state drive and 16 gigabytes of RAM should keep it going for a few more years if I decide to do that. I'm trying to think of what my sons can get me for Christmas. They say, "What do you want, Dad? What do you want, Dad?" And last year they got me some vouchers from like a media store, and those vouchers are still on my mantelpiece, gathering dust, because I wasn't quite sure what to get. Yes, they're very nice biscuits, especially with the ones covered with chocolate. Hang on, I don't need to show you a photograph. I've got a packet of them. Hang on, just go and get a packet of them, and that means I can probably have one as well. Any excuse. It bedazzled my... yes, it's green screen microphone. Ugh. If I get rid of the green screen, it'll... hang on. Turn off. There we are. No longer bedazzled. It's cold, hard reality. Right, here we are. Night Riders Carl. McVitie's Digestives. Very nice. Can't pass up the biscuit aisle. No, they had hobnobs. They had all kinds of... all the usual stuff you can get down your local... there. That's a digestive biscuit. Normally I don't have this in my house. I had to drive an hour to near Brussels to go to this supermarket to get them. I would only do that. I would only do that for Christmas. I wouldn't, I mean, it's not something I would do generally. I mean, Belgian food is edible. ASMR. ASMR weight gaining. They are good. Well, very, very Moorish, and ideal with a cup of tea, which I don't have. But I will have another biscuit. I did get a double pack. But they've got to last. My Christmas holidays start next Wednesday for about 2 weeks. Much to the disappointment of my employer, who only sort of like, because they're self-employed, they only take a few days off here and there. The wine is here. I got this from a sales representative from one of the tile companies. It's rather nice. It's 14.5%, so I have to go easy with it. Yeah, they've got the 23rd to the 4th off. Yes, it's not like the food from... yeah. I mean... you can get custard here in Belgium, but it's not the same. Not the same as proper British make it with powder and sugar and milk, not real custard. Those are nasty biscuits. Custard creams are... Oh, custard creams are nice. Yes. So take the top off and scrape off the custard cream. Now I'm thirsty. I did get a bottle of British beer, which is basically, compared to Belgian beer, it's a bit like water. I should really have some water. I've not had much water today. Hello, Mrs. Vids. Has Mrs. Vids ever watched? And if Chuck and her mum are watching, hello. I'm being watched simultaneously in Hong Kong and Tokyo. Oh, it's all right. It's just not as strong as a Belgian beer, generally. Ooh. It's Italian. And it's biological. This means it's got bugs in it or something. You're not a fan of British beer? Well, it depends. Some of it could be alright. Oh. It must have been your good looks and charm, Vidsy of her mum. Something. The wines of Terra Maggiatelli are born from the deep passion of a family for the territory and their roots. They've got roots. A wealth of knowledge cultivated in Umbria, aged with patience and respect for the rhythms of nature. Is it time yet? Wine, the nectar of the earth. It tastes like soil. Embodies the spirit of those who it's like manager speak, isn't it? Cobblers. It's just God. Poetic. My arse. Oh right, so this is what you were listening to the neighbour about. Did I get British beer? I can't remember. What did I get? Yeah, probably. It was in a bottle. I was tempted to get some Newcastle Brown, but apparently there's this like chemical sludge in Newcastle Brown. So Guinness is all right. Those biscuits, they're just looking at me saying, eat me, eat me. At least we have alcohol. Just adds that little... Well, I like Mackerson Stout, which is even sort of, which is like Guinness with a bag of sugar in it. Oh, according to my smartphone, I am live. Eric Six is live, or was he? When's he on? Is he on now? Yes, I'm in competition with Eric Surf 6. I'm always in competition with Eric Surf 6. That he hasn't got McVitie's chocolate digestives. That's yeah. Now I've said it. I'm going to have it. I looked at cheese as well. I thought, because Belgian cheese is okay, but they don't really have hard cheeses. It's all kind of like mushy stuff. Hello, Robert. So, my potential guest, if they're watching this show, Dan. This is not generally how it goes. Oh, it is actually. When I'm doing a solo show. But please do look at the shows where I have guests, because that's how it goes when they're guests. Yes, cheese and fish. Both articles. One I like, one I'm not so keen on. And both of them are ludicrously expensive for some reason. Fish must be sort of being fished to levels at which make them pricier. I never really like fish. Somebody puts a piece of fish on my plate, and I have the option of having beef or pork, or I'd rather have the beef or pork, or even like a chicken or a turkey or something. But fish is like, The people love it and they pay ridiculous amounts of money for it. Cave matured cheddar. Yes, they mature some cheeses in caves because of the constant temperature or something. I've been to the caves in Cheddar, actually, Cheddar Gorge. I never saw any cheese. I saw lots of stalactites and stalagmites and a skeleton of a prehistoric man. It's not gross. I do like sashimi and I do like sushi. I've had some nice sushi here in Belgium. When I was with my Chinese girlfriend, one of the places she took me to was an Indonesian sushi place, and in Antwerp. And it was the first time I had sushi, and had a sushi boat. It was huge, and it was very good. I really enjoyed it. And then when I went to Japan, I thought, I'll try sushi. Well, the first meal I ever had in Japan. Got off the plane, got on the train from Narita, Tokyo Station to where is it? Fujisawa in Shonan, and YouTuber who I was friends with, an American woman. She met me there, and the first thing she did was took me to a kaiten sushi place, and so that was my first, and I enjoyed that. And sashimi, I like sashimi as well. Any cheese? I'm afraid I didn't buy any cheese. I may, after this, go to the supermarket. There's one of my tasks, either today or tomorrow, to go and do the shopping. But yes, there's I may need to. I've only got one slice of cheese and one slice of ham left for my sandwiches for tonight. So, the remainder of the exciting things I shall do today is go to the supermarket. Doesn't what? Pardon? Well, yeah. I mean, I don't like sort of like cooked fish. Fish pie, for example. It's like mashed potato and fish, and fish and chips. Fish is okay in moderation, covered in batter. But I can't understand sort of like why people get overexcited by just your average cuts of fish, because they're mostly bland. Wookie Hole, yes, I've been to Wookie Hole. Doesn't work well. I'm still trying to figure out what you mean, Vids of your mum. A live cheese cam. You can watch the cheese ripening. It's like watching paint dry, but edible. Yes, I've had also sushi. I used to sometimes buy those pre-packed sushi things from the supermarket here, made on some factory in Holland. And I was okay with it until one day I found a hair on my sushi in the packaging that was not mine. So I thought, no, I'm not going to have that anymore. Oh, your question mark, your computer question mark. Mine works all right. I've even spilt wine on this keyboard before and it still works. It's very soporific, this jazz music, you know. I'm a wonder that you're still awake, bits of your mum. Monday I've got to go and help shovel the proverbial sand and cement. Oh, you've got to go, Pepper? Okay. Cheerio. Thanks for popping in. What else have I got to do today? I've done all my... Have you all done your Christmas cards? I've done most of mine. Maybe one or two people who might not be getting them this year because I forgot. How do you go through so many keyboards, Robert? This one is getting on for nearly 8 years old now. Still okay. Well, hopefully, what is it? It's Christmas next week, isn't it? So, 18. What are we now? The 18th. So it'll be. Oh, next Saturday is Christmas Day. All right. So will there be a show on? There may be a show on Christmas Day. It depends. I'm trying to organise something with my sister so that we can do some kind of video chat thing, so that my mum and dad, when they go to my sister's, can kind of... My dad can't see; his eyes are so bad, but he could probably talk and hear. But my mum could see. So we have because they've not been able to be here, and we've not been able to go there for a couple of years. So it'd be good to have some kind of video connection. My show is... I'll have a Christmas show. that means I can eat and drink on the show, perhaps. I've got crackers as well. They didn't have crackers, actually, in the... I don't mean the crackers you eat, I mean the crackers you pull. Respectively, Night Riders Girl, my parents are 1937, 84 and 80. My mother is 80 and my father is 84. I think. Yes. So it's getting close to the time when it will be good to go and see them physically. Yes, there might not be much opportunity left to do that. Well, I'm going to go for their diamond wedding anniversary in March. So me and my sons, even though it's just going to be a very kind of short trip, we're going to go and do that. I don't think I'll have my driving license by then, but my sons both can drive, so. Yes, I'm lucky. I mean, sort of their brothers and sisters have all been passing away over the recent years, so it's, you know, I've only got a few aunts and uncles left. I'm trying to think. Closest I ever lived to my parents after I'd left home was about an hour away. Yes, I mean, the original plan was to go for this Christmas, but then it was just going to be too risky in the sense of getting stuck there in quarantine and not being able to get the we would have got a refund for the train ticket sort of thing, but just awkward for work and in general. And they were going to come here for autumn and also for spring, but that's probably now not going to happen because it's going bananas with Omicron in Britain again. Visible keyboard, but yes, there's certain letters on this keyboard that I have to guess what they are, because like the symbol has worn off. Yeah, it sucks not being able to go. It would have been nice to go in the summer and, you know, just to have a good break. Yeah, we thought, oh, we got vaccinated. Right, we got the certificate, we got vaccinated, we can go. No, you can't. You've got to get tested. Got to get tested before you go. Got to get tested when you get there. And any doubt at all, if it's not entirely positive or negative or whatever it is, then you go into quarantine. Yeah, right now, countries around here in Europe are all like locking down. Holland, France, Italy, Germany. Can't even. I mean, I did think of maybe going to Berlin and visiting the shamisen trio there, but that's going to be at some point in the future. Well, yes, we're supposed to be getting a booster injection sometime, possibly in January. This music is rather melancholic. Perhaps if you could find something more lively. Hello. No, don't touch anything, Simon. My tabs aren't opening. Well, I know. I was like I can guess the letters because I had this keyboard long enough, and it's a quote AZERTY it says an AZERTY keyboard. So that's where I've done things where I've like gone into apps where it's changed back to a QWERTY, and that buggers everything up. Alright, so you've got to be completely free of anything before they allow you to have the booster. Alright. It's weird. It's not letting me do anything. Computer cannot cope. There's too many apps grabbing too many screens. Oh, did you have the Pfizer one, Dibble? Did you have any reaction to it? I've heard people here after they get their booster, when they had no reaction to the first 2 injections, when they get their booster, they suddenly have a reaction. It still doesn't make any difference. You still got to get tested if you want to do anything. Strange. Oh, it's no longer available in the UK. That's unusual. I'm with you there, as if your mum. I did actually spend quite a lot of money the other day. Because I'm going to be cycling to work as from next week. I thought I'd better get some thermals and rain gear and a better coat. And that all came to quite a lot of money in the end. Well, this has been a very, very quiet and relaxing Simon NoChaNoMa. No sign of madness at all. Or possibly I'm just divinely mad. And no one has noticed. Oh. Well, next week it'll be Christmas. So in case I don't appear, I could appear on Boxing Day instead, depending on how it goes. Because I could be, having Christmas with my sons. One opportunity. But so I may do it on Boxing Day rather than Christmas Day. We shall see. But hopefully you all have an enjoyable Christmas holiday, or if you're not having a holiday, at least the day off for Christmas and have a good one, and lots of cake, lots of good stuff, and presents, and Christmas cheer, and perhaps we could all sort of gather around as we're heading to the new year. Yes. With YouTube, what? Not enough wine with YouTube. So, thank you all for keeping me company and allowing me to blab on and release my madness upon you for yet another Saturday. And look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thank you all for those who watched after the event, and I hope you didn't fall asleep too soon or switch off too soon. Your views are greatly appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, bye everybody, and see you all again next time. Thanks. Bye for now. It's not working. It won't go. It won't switch off. Oh dear. How do I do it? The tab is not activating. Stop sharing. No, we were. Oh dear. Hang on. End. No. My Chrome is jammed. I'll be stuck here forever. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll turn this off.